Welcome to 702 Unplugged.
Right, it's 23 minutes to 3 o'clock. Go on to our 702 Facebook page to check out what we're about to experience. Every Friday, of course, we bring you a performance, an act that happens live in our studios, and we stream it as well on our 702 Facebook page. And today, we feature a young woman with an incredible voice. It's stirring, it's magical, it's unforgettable. And she's getting ready to launch her sophomore album. And she'll be performing tonight, in fact. After this performance, she leaves to prepare for this evening's performance at Sun Arena Times Square in Menlyn. So she'll be sharing the stage with US artist Tevin Campbell, as well as new MP Ringo Madlingozi. She's been so much in demand that she's barely had time to give us a sophomore album. Amanda Black is here. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very good, very good. The last time I saw you, it was on Real Talk.
Yes.
Asked you again about this album. When is your second album coming out?
Yes.
And at the time you said you're working on
Yeah.
it. Watch the space. Have you been that busy? Like, as in just performances and
I've been
life?
more in hibernation, and I did a lot of growing in the past 2 years.
Yes.
And definitely the sophomore album is coming out, and I think it's going to be able to express all the growth that I've done and all the experiences, all the experiences that I've sort of went through.
Yes.
So it's definitely coming out on the 4th of October.
Wow.
Yes, we have a date on the 4th of October. It's coming. I'm so nervous
Why?
and excited
I
because I've heard so much about the sophomore, everything about, the second album. So I'm a lot more nervous than I was in the beginning, because in the beginning I didn't know what to expect. Now,
Yes, how people would receive
Yeah.
Amazulu, which we love. We love that album.
Thank you.
Yes. So there was that pressure.
Yeah, it's still there.
It's still there.
Still pretty much there.
But you've had a single.
I know. I've had a single which was very well received. People love the song, and I'm so grateful because it's such an important song for me, and I really was so nervous to release it. I was like, I want you guys to have it. Here it is. So I'm really hopeful though. I'm very excited. I can't deal because I was 23 when I came in the game.
You're 26 now.
And I'm now 26. My voice has grown. My voice is different from the little girl who was singing Amazulu. So yeah, people.
So what's happened? Has it dropped deeper?
Oh, yes, it has a little bit. But you'll hear because I'm going to sing just now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you talk about the growth of the past 2 years, then what can we expect? Because the songwriting obviously brings out the things that are in what feels right. Often it's like it resonates. I'll go with this song. It depends on the headspace you're in. So how is that phase going to be reflected in the music?
One, the sound has grown.
Yeah.
The sound has grown in itself. My songwriting has also grown because I was like a very, very young baby songwriter when I started writing. When I released Amazulu, I was still a very nervous songwriter.
That was you as a baby writing.
It definitely was, because I wasn't writing for that long. So I definitely have, grown and evolved in the way I express myself.
Yeah.
As obviously it comes with growth as well, how I interpret the world, how I experience life now. So the songwriting is different. The storytelling, it's still the Amanda Black that I feel like I introduced with Amazulu.
Yeah.
But it definitely is a different... It's like a step up, in my opinion. Obviously, this is me now. But it's definitely still me.
Own it. I remember getting that invitation to the announcement or the launch of the single. And tell me about the single, because it also tells the story of the violence that we see in this country perpetrated against women. It is a story about self-love ultimately, but it's also you speaking for those women who've been beaten, who've suffered at the hands of men in this country, or a loved one. Yeah.
So the song, the reason why I expressed the song or written the song the way I did, I wanted to explore the emotional. I wanted to start the conversation because we always talk about the physical, the physical of abuse. but so much more is the psychological and the emotional abuse that comes with it. So that's what the song is about. I tell the story of this woman in this abusive relationship, and when I explain it, I'm like, it doesn't really necessarily have to be a romantic relationship.
Yes.
Children are abused by their parents.
That's what I was saying. As
we are abused by
hands
family,
of a loved one.
from a loved one, you know, and even friendships, you know, workplace. So I sort of wanted to make it a broader message, but also bring it back home, because this is it's bad, you know, gender-based violence. That's what's happening, and we've lived through it. Our mothers, our grandmothers, they've never, you know, especially this generation before us, they're like, here, they don't talk about it. So now it's up to us to talk about what's happening so that people can be saved. So that's what the song is about. I tell the story of a woman, and like I said, when I wanted to explore the psychological and emotional, because she then asks herself, yes, he beats me, yes, he treats me this badly, but who's gonna love me if I leave him? Which is most of the cases, in most of the abuse cases, that's what happens. People are unable to leave because of they're so chained inside their minds and inside their spirit, and that's what happens. Like, who's gonna love me if I leave this man? And then she answers herself, and that's where the self-love comes in. That's where the self-knowledge. It's a mirror realization where you're like, yo, because no one can get you out of that situation. Families have tried. You can physically take somebody out of there, they still go back. Because it's inside what needs to be worked on and needs to be healed. And that was my hope for the song, that it translates in that message, the message of self-love.
No, and I just thought, she's doing the things. She's doing the things, taking us there, you know, accompanied with this incredible vocal that you have. So, Tevin Campbell had a song called Can We Talk?
For a minute.
That song came out in 1993.
Oh my God, I was born in 1993.
You were born in 1993. You were born in 1993. The song came out in 1993. Hey?
And then I'm joining him on stage.
You're sharing a stage.
Wow, what a life we live. Oh wow, that song came out.
Did you even know him?
I did. My mom loves him. I remember I forgot what that album that he put out, but it was Pink. And I think that song was on that album. And I know that album because my mom used to play it in the car a lot. So
and then we can thank the late Eddie Zondi, of course.
Yes. Oh,
Dandelion.
Yeah.
That song that he always used to play from Tevin Campbell. So tonight, what can we expect? Because it's going to be a beautiful evening. The arena itself, I think, is a great space for performances. And then it's MP.
My legend Ringo.
Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, Tevin Campbell. So it's going to be a night to remember.
Oh, definitely. I can't wait to leave my heart on the stage.
Which you do. I remember seeing you at the YouTube. What were they launching? Some YouTube event. And it was you, Lady Zama. There was Nasty C. It was just a great lineup. Ricky Rick was a fantastic lineup of performances. And I just felt like there was this beautiful energy between you guys. Is there like a little family in the music business that you would say, I belong to that family? Those are my close friends. Those are people I can call and say, what do you think of this lyric? What do you think of this sound?
I wouldn't really say that, but I do have a couple of people that, you know, check on me every now and then, that I call. But yeah, I'm still pretty much, it's funny because I'm still pretty much finding my footing in the industry.
Even 3 years later?
Even 3 years later. Understanding spaces, understanding the type of people, because not everyone is great. Not everyone loves you. Not everyone wants
what's best
for you. So it's a tricky thing to do.
So you're taking it slowly at your own pace.
Taking it slowly, making friendships, acquaintances, you know, those real bonds as I go along.
Yeah. Wise indeed.
Uzothini nangoku akazazi akazazi umphefumulo wami uzophelela kuphi andisakwazi nothetha ndizothetha nobani ndizothetha nobani ndithi ndizothandwa ngubani na xa ndishiya le ndoda 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 uzothandwa ndim uzothandwa ndim uzothandwa 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 ndim uzothandwa ndim uzothandwa 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 ndim uzothandwa ndim uzothandwa 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 ndim uzothandwa ndim yeah uzothandwa ndim yeah uzothandwa ndim yeah abangani bayandixwayisa ndiyamthanda ndiyamthanda he says it's my fault maybe indeed he was never like this I need him 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 he says it's my fault maybe indeed he was never like this I need him ndizothandwa ngubani na xa ndishiya le ndoda ndizothandwa ngubani na xa ndishiya le ndoda ndizothandwa ngubani na xa ndishiya le ndoda ndizothandwa 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 ngubani ndizothandwa ngubani ndizothandwa 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 ngubani ndizothandwa ngubani ndizothandwa ngubani ndizothandwa ndizothandwa uzothandwa 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 ndim uzothandwa ndim uzothandwa 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 ndim uzothandwa ndiye uzothandwa 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 ndim uzothandwa ndim uzothandwa uzothandwa ndim uzothandwa 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 ndim uzothandwa ndim uzothandwa 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 ndim uzothandwa ndim into the darkness. Ndizothatha umthwalo ndiwubeke emqoloma. Ubomi bunzima, just lift my head up high, open my eyes and I'll fly. Oh, I'm barely coping, I'm feeling closed in, looking up, hoping the heavens will open. Mdali wezulu ndikhalela kuwe, open up. I'm feeling closer now. The light is shining brighter, but I'm losing my flow. Kudala ndisiwa ndivuka, ndifuna noluthando, ndifuna noluthando. Ndifuna ubomi buvume, vungama ngonya, vungama, vuleka, 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 vuleka mazulu, vuleka mazulu, vuleka mazulu, oh, vuleka, 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 vuleka mazulu, vuleka mazulu, vuleka mazulu. Yeah, I'm giving, they taking, I'm tripping, I'm falling. Tell me I'm nothing, don't care what they're saying. I'm begging you, darling, stop losing your flow. Yeah, no more drifting, no more drifting away. Live for me like amaku, afulekile amazulu. I'm fighting for survival. Dilikawe, dilikawe, dingonyama. Yeah, oh, oh, vuleka, 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 vuleka mazulu, vuleka mazulu, vuleka mazulu, oh, vuleka, 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 vuleka mazulu, vuleka mazulu, vuleka mazulu. I'm fighting for survival. Dilikawe, dilikawe, dingonyama. Yeah, I'm fighting for survival. I'm fighting, I'm fighting, I'm fighting for survival. I'm fighting, I'm fighting, I'm fighting for survival. Dilikawe, dilikawe, dingonyama. Vuleka, vuleka, vuleka mazulu, vuleka mazulu, vuleka mazulu. Wow.
I don't imagine there's ever a dry eye whenever Amanda Black performs. Oh my goodness. Yeah. if you feel that way. Imagine what it must take to deliver what she leaves on the floor every single time. You're incredible. I think I tell you this all the time. All the time.
Thank you so much.
All the time. Something else happens, right?
Yeah.
Something else happens. I know. I'm fighting. Yo, that was incredible. And our listeners appreciate just as much. Skumbuzo says, if I was there, I would be crying. I know, go for it, wherever you are. One says, this woman though, oh my goodness, the comments just keep going. Sipo says, she really leaves her heart on the stage every time she performs. And we thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
I hope that it's always tears of healing, knowing that what you've done is doing so much more for those that are hearing it.
Yeah.
Thank you. One says, hey, Gulit, Amanda Black is ravazing there on Azania's show. That's on Twitter. One says, I never imagined she was 26. Her voice is as mature as one you would expect from someone who wore LA gears like we did in our day. Someone from our golden era. She is amazing, absolutely amazing. Just people in awe of your talent, your guest artist. I'm getting goosebumps. You're so gifted. Apple Music, here we come. Don't forget the new album, 4th of October.
Yes.
4th of October it is. Thank you. And all the best tonight.
Thank you.